The French Bulldog looks like the perfect city dog. Small, cute, close to people, and it's all over the place. But that's exactly where many people fall into a trap, because the image of this breed is either too sugary or, on the other hand, way too scary. Is it really a great apartment dog, a good family dog, and suitable for everyday city life? In a moment, I'll tell you plainly who a Frenchie will be a great choice for, and who may find it an expensive and exhausting mistake. One important point up front: the breed's character is usually not the main problem. The three most important things are health, solitude tolerance, and whether someone understands that a small dog still needs upbringing. So join us, as we will break those down in a moment. Is a French Bulldog a dog for first-time owners, the family, and the city life? Short answer: yes, but not for everyone. A French Bulldog can be a very good city dog for beginners. It usually adapts well to apartment life, doesn't need extreme exercise, and loves being close to people. On the other hand, it's not an easy because it's small breed. With a Frenchie, you must take breathing, heat tolerance, weight, solitude, and veterinary costs very seriously. So if you're looking for a city dog, the answer is yes. A Frenchie can fit, but only if you don't expect a no-maintenance couch potato. If you dream of a dog that will sit alone for long hours, tolerate heat, generate no expenses, and sort itself out, that's where problems begin. We'll return later to activity, solitude, and health. Those three areas decide whether the choice makes sense. For whom is this breed a good choice? A French Bulldog is primarily a good choice for people who really want a dog close to them, not just a dog to own. If you work hybrid, spend a lot of time at home, like a people-oriented dog, and don't dream of a partner for 10-kilometer runs, a Frenchie can fit that rhythm very well. It also usually suits city dwellers and people who prefer a calmer but regular life with a dog. Several outings a day, some play, some training, and lots of interaction. It can also be a good choice for families who understand that a small dog still needs rules, training, and emotional control. Even the ideal owner must be realistic. Monitor body weight, watch the temperature, observe breathing, and accept that this breed's health costs more than its size suggests. How the analyses from this section affected the ratings. Couch potato index 4 out of 5. Apartment scale 5 out of 5. Turbo energy scale 4 out of 5. For whom would this breed not be a good choice? Let me be blunt. A Frenchie is not a good choice for people who want a dog that's easy because it's small. It's also a poor choice for people who are regularly away for long hours, work 10-hour days, and expect the dog to just sleep through it. This breed is usually very social and strongly people-oriented, so poorly introduced solitude can end in frustration, vocalization, or stress. I wouldn't recommend a Frenchie to someone seeking an intense sporting partner or a dog for hot weather running. It's also a bad idea if your budget is tight, and any larger veterinary bill would be a problem. Health-wise, this breed requires extra caution. One more trap: if you have children and expect the dog to raise itself alongside them, chaos is likely. Which means jumping, lack of rules, overstimulation, and self-control problems. How the analyses from this section affected the ratings. Self-entertainment index 2 out of 5. Loner scale 2 out of 5. Veterinary risk index 1 out of 5. Activity and daily needs. A French Bulldog doesn't need extreme exercise, but it's not enough to just open the balcony door. In a well-matched home, we usually talk about roughly 30 to 60 minutes of activity per day, ideally split into several short outings plus some mental work at home. That can be calm walks, short play sessions, simple obedience exercises, a sniff mat, or a food puzzle. Time for a mini quiz. Let's check if you're paying attention. Hey, small doggy. Want to go for a long run on a sunny day? Absolutely not. Frenchies can overheat and become overloaded very quickly. Remember, it's not about their preference, it's about their anatomy. How the analyses from this section affected the ratings. Turbo Energy Scale 4 out of 5. Couch Potato Index 4 out of 5. Apartment, house, and solitude? If you ask whether a French Bulldog suits apartment life, the answer is definitely yes, which is why we see them so often in cities. They usually don't need large space, but they do need a sensible routine, human contact, and regular outings. A house with a garden can be convenient, but it's not a magic solution. A yard does not replace walks, training, relationship, or effort management. It's an addition, not a foundation. The most common owner mistake is, I have a garden, so the dog will run itself out. That works poorly for Frenchies and can be risky on hot days because the breed handles heat and overload worse. Regarding solitude, a reasonable range for a well-handled dog is usually about 3 to 5 hours if trained gradually. Regular 6 to 8 hour days are often too much. How the analyses from this section affected the ratings. Apartment Scale 5 out of 5. Garden Myth Index 2 out of 5. Lawner Scale 2 out of 5. Self-Entertainment Index 2 out of 5. Children and other animals. For family life, a Frenchie has significant potential, usually sociable, playful, and people-loving. But one thing here is quite important. This is not small and funny dog, therefore automatically ideal for kids. Safe life with children comes from household rules, not breed alone. Children should not squeeze, wake, pull fur, or overstimulate the dog. The dog must have its calm zone. With other dogs, a Frenchie often does quite well, but socialization and quality of experiences matter a lot. With cats it can be okay, especially with calm, controlled introductions, but it's not a guarantee. Let's debunk one myth. It's not an automatic nanny for kids, but a dog with family potential if adults are competent. How the analyses from this section affected the ratings. Patience with children 4 out of 5. Dog Diplomat Index 3 out of 5. Cat Tolerance 3 out of 5. Grooming Health and Costs. You know, the bowl does not fill itself. If you enjoy our movies, please donate. You will find the donation link in the description and the pinned comment. Grooming is fairly simple. Short, smooth coat weekly brushing with a soft brush, rubber glove or medium firm short hair brush is usually enough. Add regular inspection and drying of skin folds, ears and nails. It's not a dog for constant salon grooming, but it's not maintenance-free either. Neglected folds or ears quickly cause issues. All our recommendations for the basic Frenchie kit can be found in the video description and the pinned comment under the video. Remember that when you buy from the stores we recommend, you pay the same, but support our channel. Health-wise, let's be honest, well-documented problems include boas and breathing difficulties, reduced heat tolerance, skin and fold issues, ear problems, and risks related to the spine and intervertebral discs. Estimated monthly upkeep is about $130 to $370 for food, $25 to $50, prevention $35 to $70, and a sensible veterinary reserve, $75 to $250. A tip from me. Watch body weight and don't ignore loud breathing. How the analyses from this section affected the ratings. For In the Home Index 4 out of 5. Grooming Salon Scale 4 out of 5. Veterinary Risk Index 1 out of 5. Owner's Wallet Scale 2 out of 5. Final assessment. To sum up in one sentence, French Bulldog. Yes, if you want a dog close to you and understand that its ease ends where health, solitude, and costs begin. It can be a great city and apartment dog for someone who approaches the choice maturely and doesn't buy an Instagram picture instead of a real dog. In our proprietary Real Home Companion Index, the Frenchie scores 3 out of 5. The strengths are apartment suitability, closeness to people, energy manageable for an average owner. But the clear downsides are poor solitude tolerance, high health risk, and potentially surprising costs. So yes, if you're a responsible, informed owner. Probably not if you expect a small, cheap, complication-free dog. Remember, this is not a verdict on the breed, just an honest match of dog to human life. Similar breeds to consider. If you like the Frenchie vibe but want other options, first check the Boston Terrier. Very similar city type. Small, social, playful, and close to people. For some, it's a more springy alternative. Second option, the Pug. Also very social, compact, and homey, but remember it's also brachycephalic, so health concerns remain. Third option, the English Bulldog. Similar temperament and calmer lifestyle, but usually larger, heavier, and for many less practical day-to-day. If a Frenchie feels too much or not quite right, watch our Boston Terrier video. The link will be available on the end screen when the production is ready. Don't forget, drop a paw print in the comments if you are officially Team Frenchie, and make sure to smash that subscribe button so you never miss our next breed showdown.